a bustling village square filled with vibrant colors, traditional attire, and joyful faces. The king, a towering figure in regal robes, stands at the center, surrounded by his 6 sons and 3 queens. Drums beat in the background, and dancers move in sync to the rhythm. Tourists and dignitaries from neighboring kingdoms watch in awe. The king, a gigantic black man with glittering crown, stood in the sunlight, symbolizing his power. The 12 kingmakers, black elderly men dressed in ceremonial African garb, stand ready to perform their duty. The atmosphere is electric with anticipation. The crown refuses to budge description. The 12 kingmakers, dressed in ceremonial garb, struggle to remove the crown from King Ambrose's head. The crown grows larger and darker, its weight causing the king to kneel in pain. The crowd's expressions shift from celebration to shock and fear. The king's strained face, the kingmaker's determined but futile efforts, and the ominous transformation of the crown. The high priest consults the god's description. The high priest kneels in a dimly lit shrine filled with ancient artifacts, incense smoke curling around him. The walls are adorned with symbols of the gods, and a single flame illuminates his face as he prays. A mystical atmosphere, intricate shrine details, and the priest's calm yet intense expression. The invisible hand strikes the king description. A glowing, spectral hand appears in the air and strikes King Ambrose twice. The king's face shows fear and shame as he falls to his knees. The crowd watches in stunned silence. Key elements: the ethereal glow of the hand, the king's pained expression, and the crowd's horrified reactions. Description: Agatha steps forward from the crowd, her once crippled body now healed. She stands tall and confident, her simple yet dignified attire contrasting with the opulence of the royal family. The crowd parts in awe as she speaks. Key elements: Agatha's strong posture, the crowd's amazed expressions, and the contrast between her humility and the royal family's grandeur. Obit's revelation description. Obit steps forward, a towering figure with striking features that mirror King Ambrose's. The high priest anoints him with sacred oil, and the crowd bows in reverence. The crown, now restored to its normal size, rests on a cushion beside him. Key elements: Obet's commanding presence, the priest's ceremonial gestures, and the crowd's submission to the new king. King Ambrose's final moments description. King Ambrose, broken and defeated, looks at Obit with regret. He whispers his apology to Agatha before collapsing to the ground. The crowd watches in stunned silence as the crown gleams innocently on the tripod. Key elements: the king's lifeless body, Agatha's sorrowful yet forgiving expression, and the restored crown symbolizing the end of his reign. Obit's coronation description. Obit stands tall in the village square, the crown now resting on his head. The crowd cheers, their faces filled with hope and joy. The 6 princes and 3 queens kneel before him, their rivalry forgotten. Then, looking at Agatha,
crown.
he whispered,
An African
"I am
folklore
sorry."
then.
Those
Looking
were
at
his
Agatha,
last words.
He whispered,
King
"I am
Ambrose
sorry."
slumped to the ground
Those
and
were his
breathed
last
his final
words.
breath,
King
his
Ambrose
reign ending in
slumped
shame
to the ground
and his legacy
breathed
forever
his final
tarnished.
breath.
And so,
His reign ending
Obed,
in shame
the son
and
of
his
Agatha,
legacy forever
ascended the
tarnished.
throne,
And
ushering in a
so
new
Obed,
era of
the
justice,
son of
humility,
Agatha,
and
ascended the
prosperity
throne,
for the kingdom of
ushering in a
Frabianco.
new era of
The cursed
justice,
crown had served its
humility,
purpose,
and prosperity
revealing the
for
truth
the kingdom
and restoring
of Frabianco.
balance to the land.
The cursed
The
crown
gods
had
indeed
served its
were
purpose,
wise.
revealing
Subscribe
the
to
truth
watch the
and
crowning
restoring
and reign
balance to
of
the
King
land.
Obed,
The
and how
gods
Agatha, the king's
indeed
mother,
were
brought positive
wise.
changes to Frabianco.
Asterisk